here.
I'm here. That was pretty good, all of you. I'm here with Five Alive, Michael, Owen, Jenna, Javier, and Brooke, the final five, along with Brazil and Nicole to dish the dirt on Extra Whip, now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7, Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7, Chocolate Heaven. It's day 78 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and Michael is the head of household, securing him a spot in the final three. He nominated Jenna and Brooke for eviction, and Michael also won the Silver Power Veto. Will he use it? We'll find out shortly. But first, Five Alive is all here on the Penis Ultimate episode of Extra Whip, where they will describe how they formed, their success, whatever we want to discuss. And I will start, unfortunately, with Javier, who everybody agreed last week to come on at once. So if in theory, Javier, this is your time that they kind of all stole. We didn't know that this was going to happen, but let's start with you. So unfortunately, you finished off in 5th place, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Any regrets, considering your closest allies are here?
Yes, I mean, now in retrospective, there are some things that I think that I could have tried or that I could have done, but you said it in the episode. I wouldn't have betrayed the alliance at any point. So anything that I now think, oh, why didn't I do this, or why didn't I do that? I wouldn't have changed anything because I was loyal to the 5. So no regrets.
So, okay. So no regrets then. Yeah. Okay. You started out with a yes and you changed. Yeah. You expressed concern with winning HOH at Final 6 and Survivor Week because then you couldn't play in Final 5. Would you have won the Cheesecake survey that Brooke won last week?
No, I checked my list and I was way off, so I wouldn't have won. Okay. But my concern was that I was contemplating throwing it to Michael because I didn't want Michael to play at 5.
Oh.
So, I didn't win anyway, so
yeah.
Well, but you came close. You were second, so.
Brooke blew that one out of the water though. She I wasn't even close to winning with what she had.
It was freakishly accurate.
Yeah, and she left her notes behind.
Yeah.
She left her notes behind.
No. I spent 2 hours. I have witnesses going through every single conversation I've had with people, searching convos, trying to find these fucking surveys. I wrote them all out. I spent hours on it. I can't believe I won it though.
So, Brooke, actually, I have a question there. Did you, I was missing 4, Shawnee, Tom, RJ, and Clyde. Did you have any of those?
No, I didn't have Shawnee's. I didn't have Clyde. I didn't have RJ's.
I mean,
I only had 11.
Shawnee's was probably non-existent.
Yeah,
nobody had Shawnee's.
Yeah.
And if anybody had Clyde's, I'd be surprised too.
You never know though. She would just probably be like, oh, I'm Clyde. I'm just gonna give this away. Oh.
Or people lied to you about their survey.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say,
people did.
Yeah, I suspect that there were fake surveys going around.
I wonder if Clyde gave it to Bridget, because I know they were actually talking at one point. So it's possible Bridget got it. Yeah, that was the only person Clyde really connected with. Spoiler alert.
I think the rest of us tried. She just had zero buy-in to this.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into why all of you are here, because you are all five alive or whatever you called yourself. I prefer five
Okay, yeah,
alive.
I want to stop calling
This
us that.
is
None
not
of us
hiding in
ever came
closet.
up with
You are
that
not
name.
RuPaul.
We
What?
are we
You're
call
not
ourselves the five,
integrating
or we
the
call
Five
ourselves the
Alive.
family.
None of
We
it.
are not five alive.
Yeah, the things that it was the five because since we didn't have a group chat, and yes, Nicole, we didn't have a group chat. We never had a name, so we always referred to each other when we were talking about what we were doing about the five, and the family came from this sense of trust that we had in each other. Like we, and the reason why you said that I was a floater at the beginning of the game, I joined this alliance because of the kind of relationship that I had with each and every one of them that I didn't have with the other side. So it was the best. It's the best alliance ever.
So how did it start though?
I think.
think.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait. Probably day 36, 37. Michael was HOH. I had a conversation with Michael, my first call of the season, and we discussed. Sorry, that's my phone. We discussed the need of an alliance and like the people we were close to or we would want to work with. And we said Jenna, we said Brooke, and we said Owen. And the following day, we just talked to them about this, and the alliance was born. I don't know if there was any other discussion about this group of people among the others. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the following days, but I think that's when the alliance was born.
Yeah, it was during my HOH, and like after Javier and I had a conversation, I immediately had a conversation with everybody else about it too, because like Owen and Jenna and Brooke and like Javier and I had talked about that, and we all were just like, yeah. Because I will say that I was personally very close to Steph, and losing her in the double elimination was like a hard hit for me. And I wanted to make sure that I had people around me that I knew I could trust after like getting slammed like that.
Yeah, and like me and Javier were in like the Work in Progress Alliance, which was like a womp womp. And like we were just like, so like everybody's kind of shady. Maybe we should like keep talking to each other and just keep this connection open.
Well, whose idea was it to not have the group chat and keep it like all in individual chats?
It was kind of unanimous actually, because we were like, okay, let's do this, and then I don't know, it was right at the height of Influence Gate too. So we're like, oh god, if we make a group chat, everyone will find out, and then the other side will know that we're in an alliance. And then the next week, like that was some of the screenshots I think I sent Andrew of like, okay, it's time to make the group chat, and they're like, wait, but this is fun. And then as it continued, I think it also like became just a fun way for us to stay connected, was like the secret that we were carrying for like 4 weeks.
And like,
that also helped us to build trust among each other, because we had to rely on the information that we were sharing. So I don't know if there was ever, but we would check notes with each other to see what everyone was saying. So you had to trust these people. And since the first HOH that we played, being an alliance, was virus, we thought if we create the group chat now, Andrew will mention it in the episode, and if they go back and see the competition, they will figure it out.
You say no, but you say a lot of random hinky dinky things.
And I never said Mbop's name last season, and I never said the Bye Bye Rai Rai Alliance until Rai Rai was gone.
Yeah, but I knew there was a 4 last year because of you, Andrew.
You may not need to say our name.
I read right over it when you started talking about it. I realized, oh fuck, and that's when we went to play the chess game, and I was like, oh no, we have no shot at winning it. That's why me and Hearn teamed up. And then I was messaging Corey begging him, but because Corey wouldn't take out Steven, I knew right away. It's just I had speculation based on how you were talking.
I obviously would have included the alliance in the number of alliance chats, and I might have mentioned that there's a new alliance, but I certainly wouldn't have said the name. That's for sure.
No,
That's
you didn't
true.
say the name. You didn't say the
I
name.
know you wouldn't have said the name, but
Simply
the
the
whole,
notion of it being a new alliance.
Yeah.
That would probably.
Yeah.
and at
I
that
think
point,
those-
you had the house divided into the pro and anti-Ronnie sides, and it wouldn't have taken much for people to figure out who was with who from
Yeah.
that whole
You would-
thing. So
You would say a lot like, there's a large group dominating the game. There's a large group controlling the game, and then people would be like, oh shit, there's a large group working together. And if it wasn't them and the people they trust, they would just eliminate, and they would know.
Yeah. It also became like it really required so much extra trust. I think Javier already mentioned it, but having to check in with each and every single person, I think like made holding this alliance so much more worthwhile, because it was like, oh, like there's this sense of purpose. Like we got to get to final 5 and stick together. Whereas like I'd already been a part of like the party people that like week 3 was like someone in it, I think I know who, revealed to the house or to someone else, and it got out and everyone found out, right? So I don't know. I mean, we can also go into like personally that's the week after the double elimination, and we all know why I'm still here. Right. So personally for me, that week it was very like, okay, like sure, I'm still here. I was like suspicious, again, because of some things that were said in the episodes, and that other people told me. I just wanted to make sure that moving forward, I was surrounded by like people who I could trust.
Yes.
Because I'd been burned a few times before that.
And it was very, very fun to keep you out of the loop, Andrew.
It was very,
Well,
very
because
hard
you-
though.
Because you hacked that rule, and I kind of am kicking myself now because during the virus comp, I definitely was thinking, how the hell did Brooke win this? Like, there's got to be something wrong.
How?
I'm finding something wrong here. And then,
Every time you say that hurt.
well, sorry, but there was like, because I didn't have that piece of information of the 5 of you working together, it was not, there was like a, does not compute in my head. But because of the 5 of you hacking this rule, next season, the rule is changing from any alliance or group chats of 3 or more people must include myself. It's going to change to any alliances must have a group chat, including myself.
And that's
So,
fair.
and
And
Andrew,
now the 5 of us are guaranteed a
Because
spot in
believe-
game figures.
For those of you, it's going to be, I'd say, Michael and Javier who have played a lot of orgs. There would be a lot of hosts who would have lost their shit if they found out that there was a five-person alliance without them in it. They would have, like,
oh God, yeah.
like Mr. Sandy, I'm going to lock Kennedy in jail up because Kennedy was mean to me. Sandy would have flipped his.
Oh, I can think of a half a dozen hosts that would lose their shit.
Yeah.
But
But we
Andrew-
also make sure that we record it and stuff, and we show proof. We were showing we were still respecting the rules.
Yeah, no, you totally were within the rules. I'm not at all saying they were out of the rules. No,
And
no.
Andrew, just 2 things. One, I think as a group, we're pretty damn happy to have found a little loophole and changed the rules for next season.
Yeah, first to first.
You can call it the family rule if you want to. And second of all, I don't think there's a single person on this call that would want you to change a damn thing about what you do as a host, because I have loved every single minute of this
Yeah.
game, and
Oh.
watching you on the episode. Keep doing what you're
Absolutely.
doing. We maybe get pissed off at shit that you do, but keep doing what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hate
I
you.
don't know.
Oh, like even the whole concept of extra whip, like as a player, is so frustrating to watch,
Ooh.
but as a viewer is incredible. I think it's such
Yeah.
a good idea. But being in it, I'm
and
like, oh my
it-
god, another extra whip, great. Like,
Yeah, what are they going to
Brazil-
say about us now?
Brazil, Nicole, and I were really scared at the beginning that it was going to be shattered this year because Shawnee and RJ said no. And we were like, oh, is this going to be a trend? Is it just going to be us talking to Curtis every week? Woo. So thankfully,
We all knew
from-
Ronnie wasn't going to be able to keep his mouth shut.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell to the no. He was coming. He was
Yeah,
full force.
from
We love you,
on.
Ronnie.
I just want to throw it out there. I'm not anti-Ronnie in real
Oh,
life
yeah.
at all.
I'm not either.
It was just the right choice at the right time.
Yeah.
He's just, like I said, he's messy, and he lights fires wherever he wants. And then he's like, yeah, bye. Like, no, bitch, don't do that, because then you're gonna get bit in the ass like it did.
And I do appreciate Michael's words, which I know all of you agree with, because
No, the thing
this
is
was
that
this was the first season where there was not a single competition that had a disastrous explosion of drama from one person who demanded a recount or demanded a redo or claimed that there was rigging, or we all remember everything that happened in All Stars. So and even last
Here's a
season had
toast
couple,
to the
so.
most reasonable cast you have ever put together.
Yes.
Yeah, we're like,
I don't have a drink.
Sorry,
but I-
Nicole. Sorry, Brazil.
It was a great
No,
cast.
it's true. It's
Right.
true.
Yeah, we know
Thanks.
people who, okay, so the five of you formed. Where were my other questions? You also kind of made, unfortunately, the first ever Survivor week slightly boring. There was no way for me to prepare for that, but it happened at a bad time. But
Almost
that's
like you
okay.
prepared for it.
Exactly. Yes.
We prepared for it very well.
Yes. So in terms of the draft, Crizil, Curtis,
Michael.
Hi, I'm the last remaining member of Team Crizil. I am so happy to be here.
Oh shit.
Come on, Michael. You could do it.
wait, another second place.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, hi team.
I got another second place and second in the draft in Team Brazil.
You did.
Yeah. And one step closer, Corey.
You mean you were second last? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
And
okay.
second in her team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So essentially, Brazil, you just have Michael left, and Nicole, you have Jenna, Owen, and Brooke. So it looks like they will tie it up for the draft. Okay,
Wait
so
a second. What's that supposed to mean?
well,
If they're gonna
no,
tie it up with the
leave us
draft?
Going, so.
oh,
Because
because
you can't go this week.
Oh, I can't go this week. Yeah. No, there'll still be, regardless of what happens, there'll still be one more on Nicole than there will be on Brazil.
I meant tie it up as in Brazil won last season with Steven. So if Nicole wins this season, they would tie it up. If you win the season, Michael, then Brazil would have 2 and Nicole would have 0.
Come on, guys, I gotta win something.
I'm just sorry in advance, Brazil.
It's all good.
Okay, well, let's start. Is there anything anybody wants to say about the game prior to this point?
Like you mean before the alliance?
Oh, Michael, I will read you the names of the
Oh.
Michael, I will
background
read
noise.
you the names of the 15 people who you can thank that gave you Willy Wonka during the double, because if Rayanne had it, I
Oh, yeah.
highly doubt Clyde would have gone up. It would have likely
I want to
been
see
Jenna.
how many of them I actually asked.
Yeah, so I'm just pulling it up now. Give me 1 second.
You're gonna
I think
reveal
I
who
asked
voted for
like
him?
4 people.
Oh
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a difference at this point. So yeah, Michael had 15 votes for Willy Wonka, and Rayanne had 14 votes. And so by that one vote, that was, you put up Cly, and she was one of the 2 that,
Oh, yeah.
Jillian / Topazed her way out of the door. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lucky week, in general. Like, I think if it had gone the other way, I'm pretty sure Rand probably would have put me up.
Okay, now I will ask this question. This is a good question. So Kilby, Kennedy, and Rayanne and Bridget did work really hard. They calculated that they needed 3 on Owen, 3 on Steph, 2 on Cly, and they did have exactly which 3 they needed to do this, which 3 they needed to do this, which 2 they needed to do this. And assuming everybody voted correctly, they would have had it successfully. Did any of you know that that was going on when you cast your vote? Michael, you were voting. You voted Cly, I believe.
Yeah, I voted for Clyde.
Jenna was voting.
I voted for Clyde as well, didn't I? Because Kilby wanted me to vote for Steph, and I was like, haha, bitch, I'm not doing it.
Kilby told me Steph as well. Kilby told me that Steph is the target because Steph tried to tell him that not to give me the fast forward when I was on the block.
Which
So
do
I
you
was
think
like,
that's
oh.
true now? Do you think Steph was really
No.
trying to? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just pulling up the. Of course, it's taking forever. And who else is here? Javier, when you voted that week.
I voted for Steph and I think I told this to Owen, just in case there was something going on and have Owen stay, I would vote for Stephanie.
Okay, that's fair.
And I even told Stephanie that before she left when she campaigned. I told her I either vote for you or Clyde. I'm sorry, but
So in the end, Jenna and I were the only two real votes for Clyde. The others were the mistake votes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Hey,
thought,
in the end, it doesn't really matter
Don't.
because we're here and nobody else is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, I have a theory about that. Like, so, and I think I've already said this to you in the DR, Andrew. I think my entire well of luck got used up that week because I've had terrible luck in everything else in this competition. So, it's almost like a video game where you have like a luck bar and you just got depleted, can't be refilled. Anything luck based, which has been like, so I'll take it though. I'll take it. I'd rather still be here than be lucky, I guess. I don't know.
There is in any org and in any LRG and on the real Survivor and Big Brother a huge luck element.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter how good or bad of a player you are, luck can factor in for sure. I don't think anybody ever disagrees with that. Okay, so do you want to know, Michael, the 15 people who helped put you over the top?
Yes.
That Willy Wonka and Brazil's. Well, he was on your team. You had every right to. So Brazil and Curtis. Jojo, shout out. So actually, Judy from season 6, Casey Boyle, Heather Wakefield, Johnny Algio, Katie RH, Katya Letterman, Lauren Braith, Matthew Papa, Michael Davis, who I voted out yesterday of Room Limit. Oops.
Yeah.
Nicholas Favre. Sam, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Fosser, the hot one. The hot Sam.
Oh yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
Hi, Gay.
Scarlett Reed
And
Trisha Jill Young.
Jason Helston didn't write vote for me, that fucker?
Did he tell you he did?
I think I asked him to vote for me.
No.
He's not your
Ronnie was campaigning for you.
Right, I know, and that's the other thing. I want to say thank you to Ronnie because he really campaigned for me to get it. He asked me if that was the week I wanted Willy Wonka, and I'm like, yes, please.
Wow. Okay.
So Ronnie, definitely.
And
I'm sorry that I voted you out, Ronnie, but thank you for helping me get Willy Wonka that week.
And Rayanne was livid in their chat that night because she asked like 60 something people and she only got 14. So,
oh shit.
Wow. Okay, so we only have about 9 minutes left. Before I get to the Silver Power Veto ceremony, is there anything that anybody wants to say about the game's future in the next few days? Because the game is still afoot, as Tarzan once said.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, Andrew, the game is afoot as Sherlock Holmes, not Tarzan, please.
That's before my time. So anyway, sorry. I had to. Sorry.
I know I'm the oldest fucking person here, but still.
But as Phil once said on The Amazing Race to Meredith and Gretchen, you are the oldest person to make it this far. And if you win, you would be the oldest person to ever win Big Brother Cheesecake. Yeah, because Charlene ended up 6th in season 1. And yeah. Brazil's not giving her a thumbs up until she gets vaccinated. And Rhonda ended up 5th in season 2. So you've gone beyond.
And Tom got voted out early this season.
Yeah, we were robbed of Tom. But anyway.
He's sure active in that jury chat, guys.
Tom is very active.
I'm sure he is. And Tom's a wonderful human being, but literally he was a wild card.
Apples, man. The apples were a problem.
Costco's got not much on the shelf. Is there a wildfire coming or something there?
It took me 24 hours before I muted the group.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so nothing else. So we move on to a Silver Power Veto. Okay. Last chance.
I want to mention.
Yes. Oh, and Javier, who do you think will win and who do you want to see win? You get the last person. You're the last person who gets that question. Everybody gets that question who's evicted.
Hmm.
No
No, I'm
pressure.
not gonna say it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it now. I don't want to hurt or.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get their feelings hurt.
It's a game. Say whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
Tell that to Jonathan.
I think someone in the 5 will win, and I want someone in the 5 to win.
You're such a piece of shit.
Also,
Andrew,
no,
you-
I wanted to mention, I would have crashed Jeopardy. I guessed a lot of the answers that you got wrong, and I was so pissed that I didn't play that.
Okay. Jeopardy, by the way.
Party.
Okay. There is a bit of an armchair quarterback element to that because when you watch Jeopardy or any game show, you can know everything. And then like CJ in season 4, who was actually on Wheel of Fortune, she completely fucked up a puzzle on Wheel of Fortune and lost like $12,000, which was a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
So
The pressure makes shit go out of your brain.
Yeah.
right. I mean, Brazil played in Jeopardy in season 4. We all remember who is Cleveland? For the clue was what can Brown do for you? This Ivy League university is located in this state. She says, what is Cleveland? Because of the Cleveland Browns, it was Rhode Island. Oops.
Right. Brown University.
I thought Cleveland Brown, like the Cleveland show. Like,
And I'm
Yeah,
a
well,
huge Jeopardy fan, like huge. I watch it every night.
Yeah, Nick won
Yeah,
in season 4 with like $200. That was his grand total.
In this case, well, the trivia category, yes, I didn't know any of them. But the ones about the game, the minute you asked the question, I would just think of the answer, and it was correct.
And I just want to point out the only reason I won is because Owen couldn't keep his mouth shut. He could have not answered stuff, and it would have been very set, I think.
Yes. I flew too close to the sun, and then I crashed and burned.
right. And I just ran into a wall. I was like, okay, we're done now.
I thought you were going to win at first. I was like, okay. You had a great start.
And then I fucked up.
You were up to 1,800 at one point, which is only 1,000 off of Michael's final score. So yeah. Wow. Okay, let's get to the Silver Power Veto ceremony. Okay, Michael, you've won the Silver Power Veto. You know it's your responsibility to potentially save Jenna or Brooke from the chopping block. You've already made your decision, but for fun, Jenna or Brooke, do you have anything you want to say?
Big me, because you'll probably beat me. You'll probably beat me. You won't think about it. You might. You probably will.
That's
Everybody
fine.
feels that way about me.
I don't know. Brooke, you're
Where are you going?
You want it fair and square. I'd like to use it on me, but I understand if you want to stick your own nominations, that makes sense.
Michael, do you want to say it or do you want Mike Tyson to say it?
No, I'll say it. Thank you very much. While I have truly enjoyed the Mike Tyson of the whole thing, I think I can use my own voice for this one. You know, I think that it's no secret that I love every single person in the 5. You know, you people are the ones that really got me through this game. And we knew at the end that the 5 of us would have to turn on each other at some point because there would be no other choice in this game. So with that being said, I have decided to not use the power of veto.
Jenna or Brooke, who will be evicted? Finishing in 4th place and joining Callum, Bridget, Kennedy, Rayanne, and Javier on the jury. And we will have part 1 to the 3-part head of household competition. Then Friday is part 2, Saturday is part 3, and Sunday is the final live eviction where we will find out the identities of the final 2. Monday, the jury will question the final 2 and will discuss the merits of their games. Tuesday, the jury will cast their votes for the winner, and we will discuss what is in store for next season, and I think it is something very interesting and controversial, possibly. And Wednesday is the season finale where we will crown the winner of Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven and award the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, Milka cows are heroes for eating strawberries day in and day out in order to produce strawberry-flavored chocolate bars. Good night.